In this video, I will show my warming up routine for side split development. As you can see, I'm starting with a horse stance dynamic squat. I go a bit wider and I pump the blood into my hips and I approach it gradually until I go very wide and I still go in and out of the motion. I end up here in an isometric split hold, and I try to hold it for time, really focusing on tensing the muscles on the inside part of the legs. It's called the adductors. So I will lower down because it's still early in the morning. I feel that I fall down too hard, so I'm not stretched out completely. So here you see my second warm-up set. What I do here is I lower down again into the isometric split position, and I try to lower down into a pancake. So you can now see the connection. There is a very subtle connection between the pancake position and the side split position. Now I do the straddle up by using the hands. I go up, and without the hands I try to lower down. So I go again. In the upward motion I use the hands, and in the lower part of the motion I go without the hands. So I try now to really feel my body out if it can do the motion or not. I don't try to force stuff. So it's a big mistake to try to force flexibility or to use weights when you're not ready for them. Actually, I prefer not using weights, in contrary to many others' beliefs, because you become way more sensitive to the sensations of your own body. Of course, I can use weights if I want for the variation, but I like it way more without the weights. So right now I am performing the no-handed straddle up, which is a dialogue between now the pancake and the side split. The pancake and the side split. I try to do it for 10 reps, I guess, and I end up in the side split position. So the flexibility that you develop in this position is very, the feeling is different than stretching. You feel it more like a strength exercise than like a flexibility exercise. And at the end of this video, I will give some final thoughts that can help you understand a bit more about mobility, because there are many misconceptions still about the difference between mobility and flexibility. I hope you enjoyed to see my warming up. Now you can see some of my final thoughts. Bye bye. When I was a child, actually, I could perform the side split by just stretching all the time. While I was a child, I was 12, 13 years of age. I was in Morocco on a vacation, and during the days I was a bit bored, so I started to stretch all day. I wanted to be like Jean-Claude Van Damme, big fan of you. So I started to stretch, and I got it, but somehow I felt it was not the same. I was not mobile. I could just come into the position if I'm warm up, but I could not do it instantly. So also my kicks were not like Jean-Claude Van Damme. So it haunted me all my life, because as a child you don't know the difference between flexibility and mobility. And thanks to internet right now, and like people like Ido Portal, which I consider as my teacher, that educated me on the fact, no, mobility, you should be able to move in and out of it. So if you don't have strength actually in that stretched position, it's just passive flexibility. So you can just flex, but you cannot go there yourself. So you have to build strength, and that's why these isometric holds in these positions are very powerful, because you build strength in the split instead of just stretching. So this is very important, especially for people that kick or do handstands, and you want to learn the straddle press. You really need this type of mobility. So not only passive flexibility, that's also important, but you also need to be mobile. You need to be able to hold the position by the muscles. So I hope this is clear. Again, if you have any questions about this type of mobility, how to develop it for your own body, because I can give progressions, you can find them, I guess, on the internet, but to know how to adjust them for your own body, it still stays individual. So you have to individualize it for your own body type, because not everybody know how to scale a certain progression for their own body. So if you are interested how to individualize this type of mobility for you, you can send me an email at antifragilemovement@gmail.com with subject line online coaching, and then if you send an email and you are serious about this stuff you want to learn, I can help you. So that is my my talk of this day. We're still in a lockdown, and I hope that this was a bit more educational, so you can learn and success with your own journey in the bodyweight training. Have a nice day.